Hey everyone, it's Jodas here, and today we're reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron's Earthrise Deluxe class Cliffjumper. Now, this figure, Cliffjumper, is made from Hasbro from 2020, and that was a Series 1. So, yeah, he wasn't in the War for... but he did appear War for Cybertron's anime series in the one episode during the season, Chapter 1. He appeared in one episode, that one scene where he contact was from the Ark, and presumably got the powers out and that. And it looks like Bonnie, the color is all wrong. The color's right, but the head is all wrong, which is hilarious. So now let's talk about Cliffjumper. Now, Cliffjumper is a scout warrior. He's another Autobot. He's a mini-bot from Season 1. He is a very part role from the Season 1. He was actually, the closest friend was a Mirage. But in the end, up until Season 2, and then in 1986, Transformers the movie, where Jazz and Han, along with Jazz, tries to get away from the moon base from Unicron during the moon base self-destruct. Unfortunately, they were captured, but towards the end, they were rescued by Daniel. Then, after Unicron's defeat, the Autobots are celebrates. And that's about it. He didn't killed or nothing. He just completely after Transformers the movie, Cliffjumper just disappeared, never to see him mentioned again. The reason why Cliffjumper is disappeared, why is Cliffjumper he left? Here's my true answers. One, the voice actor, Casey Kenson, the voice of Cliffjumper, he was forced retired due to controversials. So, it's pretty shame we probably will never see Cliffjumper in the future season or others. So yeah, that's about his character about Cliffjumper. Let's talk about the figure itself. Now, the vehicle mode looks nice. I believe this vehicle is based on the, I don't know what kind of vehicle is that. It looks like some sort of car, some kind of speed car with a spoiler in the back. So, I think it's pretty well done. Written this. Now, as far as the figure, now it does get a little rolls in here. Down the bottom, there's no robot jumps. Now, it comes with a few Now, it comes with a weird, some kind of a bazooka. It comes with a weird, some kind of bazooka. And this is he used in the first episode from Transformers for More Destiny. In the first episode, where Cliffjumper and Hal were sneak up and then to see the Decepticon is working in some sort of the space cruiser. And the Cliffjumper actually brings out some sort of darn bazooka, and the fires are trying to assassinate, but it failed because it profited damage. So, yeah, I think that's about it. These are one scene. We'll get to that show the Roman ones later. Now it has a little piece. Let me take this up off. It comes with little separate pieces and show you a bit. Now the vehicle itself it's got windshields of blue. It's got a little Autobot logo. Now it's a little black. It's detail overalls. Now, before we get to the robot mode itself, let's talk about looks cool feature gimmick. Now, it has a little peg here. Trying to connect. It's got a little peg here. Now, the next to do is this little thing here. It pulls out this little thing peg. Now, it's got a little peg here over his connect. I can't remember. I believe his connect is right there. And over here, these are connect here. Did exactly the same. And we're done here. And here we have Cliffjumper in his some kind of watercraft mode or hover mode, watercraft, whatever. I believe this mode was used from the Dinobots Island or Dinobots Strike Back Part 1 episode. I can't remember. I'm correct. I believe it's a Dinobot Island Part 1, where the Cliffjumper uses some sort of watercraft during was a flood in this. So yeah, that's a cool feature gimmick. some cool features. Now, the transform to Cliffjumper himself. Now, let's go to take this. Let's go to take this part away. First to do, let's start a little peg. So take his arm piece and that. Now, let's do. Next to do, let's start collapse. There's a little. Don't want to get break it. On. There's little pieces. Peekaboo, there's Cliffjumper's head. So our peg is here. There's Cliffjumper's head. Now, oops. Let's start connecting. You can see there's. First to do, let's start rotate bending wheels. Now this little peg goes and connect here. And then rotate around. Now let's rotate. And there is Cliffjumper in its robot mode. But of course, now this is going to get difficult, scariest part. Try and bend it. Now it goes to connect. It's like, here, see a hole in his back. And that's about it. And here is Cliffjumper in his robot mode. Now this figure, Cliffjumper, it does look pretty 100% doesn't look pretty 100% a show accurate as we see on G1 anime television. It does pretty close, but I really wish, because the shoulder and his wrist arm, its color is all wrong, but it's the shoulder, especially the black, and is missing paint. He was missing a paint of the, and it's missing paint on the black on the shoulder. I think we'll make a customize that one. But now there is a variant. Now there is a variant for the, I think it's a Target exclusive, the Buzz Worry figure. I believe it's a Buzz Worry Bumblebee Studio Series Cliffjumper that we saw a picture. This figure is the same old, except his legs, his color make more G1 cartoon color look. I think they actually got right. The colors are right. I think I would love that we're going. I guess I'm going to get this one sometime next, maybe sometime in the future. So here is the, or we'll make a customize that. Oh, and it's missing his Autobots logo on his chest. Now this figure stand is about. It is 3.5 inches. He is really smaller. He's pretty smaller. He is pretty smaller now compared to the Optimus figures. He's really smaller compared to the rest of the deluxe class. Sadly, he does not come with the blasters. That's pretty unfortunately. Speaking of which, I mentioned it before. The bazooka I previously mentioned before goes connect his weapons. Goes in here. And here we have Cliffjumper's bazooka. Now, in order to do that, he's holding the weapons. And here we have Cliffjumper is holding his bazooka. Make a like trying to shoot the Decepticons and sneak up in it. Yeah, that's kind of really pretty accurate, but it's kind of stupid. This. His other option choice goes to connect. You actually hold to his controller on his seals to looks like that. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. That's his shields. I actually prefer a peg that goes to his back. So That'll be scared what it depends. This little thing was trying to, but you don't like Hera's shield. Goes peg on his back. So there's that. Articulation. The first, let's take a better look at head sculpt. Sorry about this. It's kind of hard to see. Now the figure itself, the Cliffjumper, looks very accurate. Like I said before, it does look very 100% accurate. I really like his head. It has chest of blue. Now he's missing Autobot. I guess we'll get the arms are red, but I really wish would have is a black shoulder. Now, like I said, there was a variant one with things more show accurate. If you want that, the next ones. The rest of the body looks pretty nice. And details, it shows a little back here. That looks pretty nice overall details. Now, as for articulations, as far as articulation for Cliffjumper, it does get head can rotate, can left and right, 360 degrees, can left and right, little dip. It does go up and down. Its arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. It has a dices swivel, then at the elbow, rotate the wrist, swivel wrist movement. It does have swivel waist, and its leg is forwards and back. It goes in and out that much. He has a thigh swivel, then in the knee, and his ankles side and side. So that's about our articulations. So that is all. That is my review of Cliffjumper. Overall, I think this is an okay figure. I do like this. It's very accurate. Now, I do not have the classic or universe Cliffjumper figure. Now, there was a masterpiece Cliffjumper. Now, we saw a picture. He looks very accurate, but unfortunately, he's really expensive. So I was like, forget it. Because the articulation is kind of awkward. Now, compare the original vintage Cliffjumper figure from the 1980s. So, yeah. I was at the review. I hopefully was going to get customized paint him. Or I might will still replace him with Buzzword one. So, it doesn't matter. So, anyway, there is my review of Cliffjumper, the deluxe class. We hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you all next. So, be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. So, thanks for watching. Bye.